today's future educators. As the world of education evolves, so must our methods and materials. Today's discourse is poised to illuminate new pedagogical paths and deepen our understanding and in open access learning. Music has the power to unite us all. Let this harmony mark the start of an enriching session. To begin this special day on a melodious note, I would like to invite B.Ed first and second year students, Pratikha Banerjee, Ishita Singh, Khushi Banerjee, Sumana Maji, Sumana Vishwas, Anindita Mukherjee, Dipalika Datta, and Susmita Bakshi to present the inaugural song. Thank you for that soulful performance. Truly, music is the best expression of gratitude and hope. Your voices have indeed added sanctity to this occasion. Now, to formally greet our distinguished guest and set the tone for today's proceedings, I would like to invite our respected principal, sir, Dr. Shoman Duwari, to deliver the welcome address. His guidance and support continually inspire us to aim higher. So please grace us with your words.
Good morning, everyone. Especially, thank you, Monali Mitra Paladhi ma'am, যিনি এই যে মোরে আলো 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 দাও প্রাণ, অর্থাৎ এই প্রাণে অথবা এই সভাঘরে আরো বেশি আলো ছড়িয়ে দেওয়ার জন্য। তো আমরা পূর্ণতা পেলাম এক অর্থে। এই যে আজকের ডিসকাশন, the roles on open educational resources in shaping future educators. Maybe the role it's itself a law or rule each and individual student to follow each his or her aim towards his or her life, finding a new way. সুতরাং আমরা ওই নতুনের দিকে অথবা রিসোর্সের দিকে যখনই এগিয়ে যাব তখন আবারও চলার পথে এইরকম মানুষজনদের আমাদের প্রয়োজন হবে যাদের হাত ধরে আবার আমরা নতুন কিছু চেষ্টা করব এবং নতুন রিসোর্সেস কিছু খুঁজে পাবো। আমি বেশি কথা বলবো না, ম্যাম শুরু করবেন, তো তাই আমি হ্যান্ড ওভার করছি ম্যাম যাতে আমাদেরকে সেই এনলাইটমেন্ট, সেই গাইড, সেই রিসোর্সেসের সন্ধান দেন যেখানে স্টুডেন্টরা আরো বেশি উপকৃত হবে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, sir, for that inspiring and thoughtful welcome. Your words always set the right tone for our events. Now it's time to honor our distinguished guest for today. We are privileged to have among us Mrs. Monali Mitra Paladhi, ma'am, Deputy Librarian, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. Ma'am, your august presence today is deeply valued. We are privileged to have you among us. I now invite respected Principal Sir, Dr. Shobhan Dwari, Assistant Professor Brishti ma'am, and Assistant Professor Somnath Parmakas sir to please come forward and felicitate our respected guest. Thank you, sir, ma'am. Moving on. Now the most awaited part of today's program, the special lecture by our honorable guest, Mrs. Monali Mitra Paladhi. She is a seasoned library and information science professional with over 25 years of dedicated service in the field. She holds a master's degree from the Documentation Research and Training Center, Indian Statistical Institute, and has completed a management development program on board project management concepts from PMI. Her research interests span a broad spectrum of LIS topics, including information literacy, online information retrieval, electronic information resources, research collaboration, research data management, scientific productivity, open access, and scholarly communications. Currently, she serves as the Deputy Librarian at the Library, Documentation and Information Science Division of the Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. Prior to this, she held key positions such as that Deputy Librarian at the University of Bardhaman and Manager Operations, Library and Information Services, East India at the British Council. She has also contributed her expertise to the British Library, Patna, the College of Agricultural Banking, Reserve Bank of India, Pune, and FITT, IIT Delhi. Mrs. Paladhi has actively participated in and contributed research papers to various national and international conferences and seminars, reflecting her deep engagement with the advancement of LIS profession. Her insights on the use of open educational resources are sure to enlighten us all. Ma'am, we eagerly await your insights. The stage is all yours.
এটা ফর্ম ফর্ম করে স্টুডেন্ট দেখাচ্ছে।
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to this college. I'm really honored to be here today, and I'm extremely thankful to Sir, Principal Sir, of course Shomnath, whom I know for last 10 years, and I mean all the present, all those who are present here, all the faculties, and of course beloved students. I'm here for you. Before I start, I wish to know which language I should choose to deliver my session. From students, I wish to know. English? Yes. Okay. Like if you wish me to say in Benglish or English, that is also fine. Okay, maybe I'll say a few times here and there. Okay. First of all, how many of you know about, have you heard the term about this open educational resources? Hands, please. No, but you are using it already. Okay. Let me go to briefly, I plan to, cover what educational resources are and the challenges of the traditional education system. And of course, the, emerging future educators' benefits of OER, types of OER, 5R and of OER, and creating common license, which is very important. You must know about that. And afterwards, I basically plan to, show few OERs, live demo I wish to show, so that I think you can actually use it properly. Okay, that will be useful. Fine. Okay, let me start with a little bit of statistics. I am basically from Indian Statistical Institute, you can understand. So, always, try to give some kind of statistical information first. So, in terms of, higher educational institutions, if we see worldwide, basically, India is in the second position after China. So we have, in India, we have the highest number of higher educational institutes. Okay, at the same time, of course, the student enrollment will be the same in number. Right now, the enrollment gross enrollment ratio is 28.4%, which we plan to achieve by 2035 to up to 50%. Okay, and that's why so many private institutes have come, and NEP 2020, you know the implementation of NEP 2020. All these factors are actually affecting our educational system. Okay, so this is why in our education, the importance of OER has become more, because the textbook cost is going high. Every time, the content is changing every day. What you are seeing today, next day is completely changing. So we need to keep ourselves up to date every day. So for that also, ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम लोग खुद को अपडेट करें. Okay. So just to start with, what is open? Open is open access, open content, open courseware, open resources, educational resources, open learning. So ultimately, we are going towards open learning. So for this only, open educational resources are very important. So what is open educational resources? How many of you, see this YouTube videos for any subject and all? Use? Yes, I think all of you. Oh yeah, all of us, we all use it. Fine. So, what the thing is, in this scenario, in this day, what is happening is lot of educational resources are, evolving. Every day we are seeing new resources. But which one to use? Like in Google, you give a search, it gives you like lot of results. Afterwards, you become puzzled and you keep that, keep that aside, and again you go back to, see your textbook and read. So, like, cleaning and selecting those resources is very important. So, we must use those resources which are authentic, which are, curated the way we want it, and we can use it for our for teaching and learning, because in future you will be teaching a lot of students. So for that you have to prepare a lot of lessons or a lot of assignments, lot of quiz and all. So for that you need a lot of resources. So which one to use? For that only, what I thought that, let me talk about this open educational resources and along with show you some examples, so that from that you can also, prepare your lesson plan and all those for your teaching. So, to start with, we always start with the definition. So, component of learning, it says open educational resources are the materials offered freely and openly to use and adapt for teaching, learning, development and research. So, this is very clear, no need to explain. Second is UNESCO said that this teaching, learning, research materials in any medium. It talked about medium also, like it can be audio, visual, other, in media. Of course, text is there. So this talked about media. Then OER Commons, that is another platform which talked about that this is freely, you can use it freely, you can reuse it without any charge. Okay. And here another term has come, Creative Commons license. So if it is free, then why do you need to, know about this license and all? Any idea why? Intellectual property rights you all must be knowing, right? So we need to protect the intellectual property rights. Say I am creating something. Okay, I am writing a book and I said this book is free for use. Fine. I have given it in the platform. Next day, someone else is copying that part and saying this is mine. I have created. So that's not right. So that's how this Creative Commons license has come. So I will explain that little bit so that you know why. Like this is of course free, but you have to give the credit to who has actually created the content. तो वो जरूरी है. जो जिन्होंने बनाया है उसको क्रेडिट ना देके खुद का बोलो कि ये मेरा है वो ठीक नहीं है. इसलिए ये Creative Commons license has come into picture. That थोड़ा सा बता देंगे. Okay. And next is basically I have already said this is you don't need to ask permission, but you need to give credit. That is one. And this open educational resources can be created by any individual or maybe by any organization. They also can create OER. And you can download, you can reuse, you can share, all these things are there. Next. To proceed further, I wish to just tell you briefly about the history of OER movement, how it came into the the picture. First is the MIT Open Courseware project actually launched in 2002. That was the beginning of open educational resource. That is the first starting when they made it open for all. And at the same time, connections, that is OpenStax CNS, I'll come to that OpenStax CNS, where you get lot of textbooks for free. So that project also came into picture during the same time. Next, in 2002, UNESCO in the forum, they actually adopted the term open educational resource. They made it like stamp कर दिया. अभी एक definition ये term आया तब से actually came into the picture. इसके बाद policy milestone came in 2008. Policy wise वो accepted हुआ. And in 2012, actually UNESCO converted the Paris OER Declaration, where governments pledged to promote open licensing and free sharing of educational resources. And in India, this National Mission on NADICT, you must have heard, this National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology, which is under the canopy of Ministry of Education. This is that was the first step, effective step of OER in India. So I have already talked about this. Only I come to this point when this UNESCO OER actually gave the recommendations in 2019. That in under OER, what all should be there? कुछ तो guidelines होना चाहिए. वो उसके अंडर में कौन सा क्या करेंगे? हम लोग OER बोल रहे हैं, but OER में क्या रहना चाहिए? तो उसके हिसाब से they said, building capacity of stakeholders to create, access, use, adapt and redistribute OER. ये होना चाहिए. Then developing supporting policy होना चाहिए. Encouraging inclusive and equitable quality OER ये भी होना चाहिए. Nurturing the creation of sustainability models for OER ये भी होना चाहिए. And facilitating international cooperation. ये सब क्योंकि सिर्फ इसी के अंडर में ये बोले इंटरनेशनल कोऑपरेशन, अगर नहीं रहेगा यूके कोई कुछ OER बनाया बोले तो इंडिया को नहीं देंगे, ये तो होना नहीं चाहिए. सबको सब शेयर करना जरूरी है. इसके लिए ये कॉन्सेप्ट का डिटेल्स दिया है. ओके, एनकेसी का फुल फॉर्म कौन जानते हैं? Anyone? National Knowledge Commission. Just to जानते. So National Knowledge Commission का recommendation जो था 2007 में, वहाँ पर it was mentioned that develop web-based repository of high-quality educational resources as OER through a collaborative process. So यहाँ पर भी NKC में ये discussion हुआ कि ये होना चाहिए even for India. And this NPTEL, one must be using or knowing about NPTEL. NPTEL का जो national program है, NPTEL में बहुत सारा online courses है which you can use. Only for the certification they charge a bit, but otherwise all the courses are free to use. You can enroll yourself, you can do the courses, it's free for use. So इसमें भी actually central government cleared NPTEL in 2007 as a collaborative venture. ये शुरू हुआ 7 IIT और IISc के collaboration में, जिसमें funding था post government का. तो इसमें जैसे 2000 plus online courses are there on engineering, science, management, humanities, ये सब तो है ही. And collaboration with top institutions are there, which I have mentioned, and courses are free of cost for learning and certification. I have already mentioned. For that, you need to pay something. Barriers of in traditional education. You all know, like textbook cost every day it's increasing. I have mentioned, like बहुत सारे वर्जन्स, आज एक एडिशन आया, कल दूसरा एडिशन आया, बहुत चेंज हो गया, like that is happening every now and then. So वो एक है. Accessibility and equity gaps is another reason for, you know, in traditional education challenges part से. और limited customization and differentiation. जैसे OER में पॉसिबल है कि आप कस्टमाइज कर सकते हो. You can download the material, you can change certain portions, क्योंकि आप जब पढ़ाने जाएंगे तब आपका सारा स्टूडेंट एक ही टाइप का यू नो इंस्ट्रक्शन में नॉट माने समझ में नहीं आ सकता है, तो आपको इसीलिए डिफरेंट मॉड्यूल्स बना सकते हो, क्योंकि सबका अंडरस्टैंडिंग में आपको पहुंचना है. तो कैसे आप पहुंचोगे, तो उसके लिए यू कैन एक्चुअली टेलर मेड दोस थिंग्स. सो वो वाला जो ट्रेडिशनल रिसोर्सेज है उसको लेके पॉसिबल नहीं है, बट ओपन एजुकेशनल रिसोर्स लेके यू कैन डू दैट टेलर मेड. So, or of course, intellectual property restrictions, which we are talking about the copyright and all. So, copyright में वो सब आएगा. Different challenges and skipping this. Student के लिए वो यार adopt करने में benefit क्या है? हम लोग जब पढ़ते हैं, what we do, we you know highlight. योलो में ये वाला बहुत important है. We highlight that. उसको हम मेरे तरफ से मैं अगर if I want to use আমি নিজে নিজে এসে একটুখানি ওটাকে মডিফাই করে I can make it my notes. আমরা এক্সামস এর সময় কি করি, we prepare our notes. তো OER দেখে you can create your own notes, you can highlight. The student के लिए ये सब benefit है, and this is of course accessible to all, free accessible to all. Without any financial barrier, and this can be accessed online, like inside the campus and outside the campus. And teachers के लिए I have already said couple of things, like definitely cost saving, क्योंकि आपको freely resources मिल रहा है तो आपका cost saving होता है. Then expanded access, flexibility and customization आप कर सकते हो. Engagement and variety. Like आपका material scan free video format, audio format, you can mix it, mash up करके use कर सकते हो. All those things are there. So इसमें मैं नहीं जा रही हूँ ज़्यादा. I'll just go to the next step. अच्छा, OER का और एक like very good point, that is this support sustainable development goals. So, you know how many sustainable development goals are there? What is mentioned here? 17. Okay. So, UNESCO actually, you know, said like in 2015, UNESCO adopted the 17 goals were adopted by UNESCO. इसके जरिए यूनेस्को एक्चुअली इज ट्राइंग टू रिमूव पॉवर्टी, एजुकेशन सबके लिए हो, सबका लाइक हेल्थ प्रॉपर हो, ये सारा रिकमेंडेशंस इसमें दिया है. इफ यू सी these are the 17 sustainable goals. So even open educational resources, this is supporting a lot of sustainable goals. Like if you come to see the 4 quality education. So this is one thing which is supporting. Then again, sometimes it's becoming very, you know, efficient, and sometimes it's becoming that is the sensor. It's sometimes it's taking, yeah. So even take care of the earth, we can say, because this is mostly online resources, so we'll use less paper. So in that way, this help. And like if you peep into this 17 goals, you will see many other. Even the last one, it matches with this. this sustainable goal. Okay. Uh, Next is open educational resources किस फॉर्म में आता है? Any form. टेक्स्ट बुक हो सकता है, ऑडियो मटेरियल हो सकता है, वीडियो हो सकता है, असाइनमेंट वो सारा दैट कैन बी इन ऑडियो वीडियो किसी भी फॉर्मेट में हो सकता है, मल्टीमीडिया कंटेंट हो सकता है. एंड फॉर टीचर्स जो बहुत जरूरी है वो असेसमेंट एंड एक्टिविटीज. ये ओपन एजुकेशनल लाइक इफ यू गो टू OER Commons you find lot of assessments already there which you can use. Okay, and other resources are also there. Quizzes, tests, lab exercise, all this. Okay. If you talk about multimedia content, I don't know how many of you have seen this Khan Academy, where you get lot of good videos. Those are really nice and worth-seeing videos. The thing is, we see a lot of videos in YouTube. If you search something, you get thousands videos. But which one to choose? Which one is give you the authentic information that you need to know, and which one is OER, like which is open, is not, afterwards you won't be caught for that. कभी-कभी होता है आपने एक वीडियो बना लिया, ठीक है, एंड उसमें बहुत सारा इमेजेस आप इधर-उधर से डाल के बना लिया, ठीक है, for the students only maybe. Afterwards you get a reminder from the जो maybe YouTube का हो तो YouTube से कि ये वाला टेक्स्ट, ये वाला पिक्चर, ये वाला थिंग यू हैवंट यूज्ड इट प्रॉपर्ली, क्योंकि वो आपका कॉपीराइटेड नहीं है, वो कॉपीराइटेड मटेरियल है, आपने यूज कर लिया आपका इसमें, तो उसमें बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, इवन लीगल इश्यूज आ सकता है. सो यू मस्ट नो लाइक जो OER में जो है, ओपन एजुकेशनल रिसोर्सेज में जो है, दैट ओनली यू कैन यूज. ओके, नाउ व्हाट आर द 5 R's ऑफ OER? R मतलब रिटेन मतलब आप डाउनलोड करके आप रख सकते हो. देन रीयूज, आप ये किसी को भी, फ्रेंड्स, स्टूडेंट्स, किसी को भी दे सकते हो. रिवाइज, दैट मींस एक मटेरियल है, इट इज इन इंग्लिश, यू आर एक्चुअली ट्रांसलेटिंग इट इनटू बंगाली और हिंदी और any other language, so that is also is possible in OER. And remix, हम लोग बहुत मैशअप बनाते हैं ना, स्पेशली जब फंक्शन होते हैं हम लोग बहुत सारा मैशअप बनाते हैं. सो इवन वो मैशअप के लिए भी कौन सा यूज करना है वो आपको जानना है. आई एम नॉट ओनली टॉकिंग अबाउट द टेक्स्ट और वीडियोस, बहुत सारा ऑडियो वीडियो सब कुछ थोड़ा सा देख के यूज करना इज इम्पोर्टेंट. वो वाला है. एंड रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट मींस आपने जो क्रिएट किया वो भी रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे. ये जो है रिवाइज में हम बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि आई हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन के ट्रांसलेट यू कैन डू द ट्रांसलेशन एंड कैन शेयर. फिर रीमिक्स मींस आपका से आपके पास कुछ मटेरियल है एंड उसके साथ आपने कुछ लिखा और दूसरा कुछ किया करके एक कुछ मिक्सिंग बना है, दैट इज कॉल्ड रीमिक्स. एंड रीयूज, ऑफ कोर्स जो आपको मिल रहा है उसका फिर से लाइक आप शेयर कर रहे हो, रीयूज कर रहे हो. रिटेन मींस आप लाइक डाउनलोड करके रख रहे हो फॉर फ्यूचर यूज. एंड रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट, जो आपने बनाया दैट यू आर स्प्रेडिंग इट टू योर अमंग योर स्टूडेंट्स, योर फ्रेंड्स और अदर्स टू यूज. सो ये वाला 5 कॉन्सेप्ट इज अलाउड इन OER. दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट टू से. Next comes the license, Creative Commons license. आप बहुत सारा मटेरियल में देखोगे एक ऐसा पिक्चर है, एक लोग का पिक्चर है, दिस इज ऐसा इक्वल साइन है, ऐसा डॉलर है, ये सब है. तो ये क्या है? वो दैट यू मस्ट नो. अभी से जब देखोगे कोई मटेरियल, ये थोड़ा सा देखना कि उसके लिए आप कितना तक यूज कर सकते हो. First is, if you see CC0, the top one, that means you are free to do anything. कोई कुछ नहीं बोल सकता. they have given it for free. अब कुछ भी करो कोई कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला, ठीक है. Second is coming is the attribution. This is the one, this CC by. Okay, CC by अगर ऐसा मिलेगा, that means you need to give the credit to the original creator. जो author actually है उनको वो आपको क्रेडिट देना ही है. अगर बोलेंगे कि वो उनको क्रेडिट ना देके बोले कि वो मेरा है, वो नहीं हो सकता. Second is, sorry, I didn't do anything, but anyway. Second is this dollar sign crossed. That means this is commercially, माने आप खरीद के बेच रहे हो, किसी को पैसा देके दे रहे हो, like commercially use कर रहे हो, that is. कोई ये भी कर सकता है, डॉक्यूमेंट लेके वो सेल करता है, वो दैट इज नॉट अलाउड. अगर जब आपको ये डॉलर काटा हुआ मिलेगा. दिस इज बेसिकली बाय NCSA. दिस इज नॉन कमर्शियल, दिस इज एट्रीब्यूशन देना है, और दिस इज शेयर अलाइक. शेयर अलाइक मतलब है आपने जो मटेरियल से कोई आपके कोई टीचर सपोज बनाए हैं, ठीक है, उनका मटेरियल आप लेके आपने उसी लाइन पे कुछ बनाए हैं, पर वो वाला आप शेयर नहीं कर रहे हो, that is not allowed. You also need to share. That means that is why it is saying share alike. जो क्रिएटर ने खुद ओरिजिनल वाला बनाया है, तब उन्होंने शेयर किया, वो चाह रहे हैं उनका मटेरियल लेके कोई अगर रिवाइज करके कुछ बनाए, वो भी शेयर हो. So that is the concept. And this one, last one is non-derivative, मतलब वो originally आप share कर सकते हो, उसको लेके कुछ छेड़खानी not possible. वो derivative, उसको derivative बोलते हैं, माने जो आपका है उसका next derivative. So basically these four concepts are very important. अगर कोई like next time अगर आप कोई resources देखें और ऐसा कुछ देखेंगे, मेरा याद आएगा, और थोड़ा सा क्रिएटिव कॉमन लाइसेंस देखिएगा, ओके, बिकॉज़ दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सो दैट यू डोंट गेट कॉट, आपको कोई हार्म ना हो जो भी यूज कर रहे हो. यहाँ पर आई हैव जस्ट गिवन वेरी फ्यू रिसोर्सेज, लाइक फ्यू लिस्टिंग आई हैव डन जो ऑनलाइन है, सारा दीज आर ऑनलाइन OER, open educational resources. यहाँ से आप बहुत कुछ, I am coming to that in detail, but ये खाली listing थोड़ा सा ये. This side is all Indian initiatives. Among this, how many of you have used NDLI? Okay, good, very good. At least 2. Okay, very nice. What did you use? Do you have login? Do you have logged into NDLI? Can you just tell me?
मैंने लॉगिन किया था और मैंने एमफिल किया, तो मैंने वहाँ से रिसर्च में अपने मास्टर्स में हमारा रिसर्च पेपर था, देन एमफिल में भी मैंने उसे रिसर्च में टॉपिक लिस्ट किया.
Very nice. And you, someone else?
मैम आई लॉगिन फॉर मास्टर्स.
Okay, master. तो हम लोग आज थोड़ा सा NDLI का साइट देखेंगे ना, क्योंकि वहाँ पर बहुत कुछ है और वो फ्री है, and anyone can log in for free. Freely you can register and you get thousands, lakhs of materials. Okay, वो थोड़ा सा देखेंगे. And EPG पाठशाला, I think many of you have used. Yes. Good. Okay. So EPG पाठशाला is one more area where you must use, because these are very nicely curated documents, क्योंकि all authentic and सारे बहुत सारे बड़े-बड़े like educators, they have written it, they have done it very nicely, properly. So आपको वो देखने से पूरा एकदम clearly पता चलता है. और मुक्स का कोर्सेस कोई किया है ऑनलाइन? मुक्स का फुल फॉर्म मालूम है? मुक्स, everybody, yes, please. Yes. तो उसका मतलब क्या होता है? একদম এই কোর্সগুলো অনলাইনে ফ্রিলি করা যায়, ঠিক আছে? অনেকগুলো আছে সাবজেক্ট ওয়াইজ, ইউ ক্যান চুজ দোজ কোর্सेस एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली ऑप्ट फॉर दैट। एंड अभी क्या हो रहा है, लॉट ऑफ क्रेडिट मिल रहा है, लाइक आपको जब कोर्स में आप जाओगे इट सेज ये 2 क्रेडिट है, ये 4 क्रेडिट है, वो क्रेडिट एक्चुअली जब आपका वो क्रेडिट काउंट किया जा सकता है। तो दिस इज वेरी गुड, यू कैन like depending on your subject area you can choose those courses and you can actually do it. Okay. I come to this, these are the Indian and Shodhbhava you might be knowing because the open repository for thesis and dissertation, and Shodhbhava is the synopsis one. This probably will come to in a later stage. Even SWAM is there. From SWAM only you can do the SMOCS courses. And other initiatives I have mentioned, these are like outside India. MIT is open courseware. This is another courseware place where you get a lot of courses. And one more thing is this one, Juram. Juram is a national repository for teaching and learning materials, जो आपके लिए जरूरत पड़ेगा। I leave this PPT here so that next, like if you want any link or anything, you can see that, you can explore. Next, I'm just coming to this NDLI. As I have said, this is definitely ministry funded by ministry, but this was executed by IIT Hirapur, and this has tremendous amount of resources. If we see, total contents are 150 million resources are there, open access resources are there 80%, and you can see right now 10 million plus users are there. So lot of things are there. Shubhnat, how much time I have? Time actually I want to show you. And also NDLI, one more plus point is this is available in 12 languages. So even Bengali, हिंदी, बहुत सारा लैंग्वेज में आपको मटेरियल मिलेगा। ऑल द टाइम वी डोंट रीड इंग्लिश, तो कभी-कभी लगता है कि ना बांग्ला कोई एकटू हिंदी कोई, तो यू कैन फॉर दैट आल्सो दिस इज यूजफुल। नेक्स्ट इज lot of government bodies are NDLI का कैसे रिसोर्स फॉर्म होता है। बेसिकली all the institutes, even in your institute, if you think you have one idea and you want to share it with NDLI, you can do so. So Ologuni, they give the training, they give the technical support, and so ऐसा करके there are so many institutes जो ने सबका कुछ देके हम लोग कैसे सब टिफिन बांट के खाते हैं ना, तो वैसा like all they brought their resources and gave it to NDLI so that all can use, and this school becomes very big. So ऐसे करके है, and बहुत सारा गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, केंद्रीय विद्यालय, नॉन गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, and even examination vertical, they are also giving their resources. So this I'll come to log in and show you. And these are the resources for school goers, for career development, for competitive exam. If you are willing to sit for different career competitive exam, for that also if you can see GATE, UGC-NET, CSIR, this. So these question papers are also available here. If someone is planning to sit for JAM, sit for GATE, or any other, you disseminate. So here you get lot of all the question papers here. So यहाँ पर login करते you get all the question papers. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, like कुछ भी prepare करते हैं तो previous year का question तो देखते हैं, 10 साल का question हम लोग तो पढ़ते हैं ना, तो वो कंसल्ट करके ही तो हमारा वो क्या क्या probable questions आ सकता है वो we decide, right? তো সেই জন্য ইভেন সে কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সাম ক্যারিয়ার ডেভেলপমেন্টের জন্য তৈরি হওয়ার জন্য এটা লাগে, মানে you can use it. You can see recruitment examinations like SSC, CDL, and all these question papers are there. Recruitment examinations के लिए ये सब है. Recruitment examinations ये भी सब है. तो आपको लॉग इन करके डेफिनेटली यू मस्ट सी. ये छोड़ के रिसोर्सेज फॉर यूजी पीजी स्टूडेंट्स, दैट इज वन मोर थिंग दैट इज देयर. Zoom now, I log into the site and anyone can come and see. I'm just showing the screen, then they will log in and they will see. That I plan. And even online I will resources for researchers. Researchers के लिए क्या क्या जरूरत होता है, that is there. And even rich cultural archives. हम लोग सब टाइम क्या पढ़ते हैं, हम लोग तो recreation भी जरूरी है ना, that is very important. Whatever your hobby is, you must follow. तो वो भी करना चाहिए. So उसके लिए भी ये है. And even newspaper archives are there. Legal matters are there. Patent standards are there. Newspaper archives are there. So even कोई भी अमृतवाला पत्रिका, say other language also, a lot of newspapers, Bardhaman and all this, Hindustan Times, पढ़ सकते हैं. So ये हो गया, this is NDLI. I'll log in and I'll request volunteers. You must come and see how to access it. I'm not going to see. I'll just help you. So you will log in and you will see. वो मैं आ गई हूँ. उससे पहले few more resources I'll talk about. That is National Repository of Open Educational Resources. This is another thing which is NCERT का कोर्स बुक तो आप लोग यूज कर सकते हो. तो ये भी एडलाइन में भी आपको मिलेगा, बट इनका साइट में भी यू कैन सी, एंड इसमें यू कैन सी लॉट ऑफ other ICT initiatives are there. You must log in and check. And what I did is I mentioned the site address, so I leave this PPT. Afterwards you can log in and see. ठीक है? इसके बाद हम लोगों को बहुत सारे डेटा प्रेजेंट करना पड़ता है. तो what we get with the data? गवर्नमेंट खुद ने रख दिया है data.gov.in. data.gov.in में जाओ, लाइक देखो this economy related, education related, environment, health and many more, like you get the data from here for free. ये data.gov.in. इसके बाद जो EPG पाठशाला ये PG लेवल का है, and subject wise if you see every subject में कितना resources है they have mentioned, so you can go here, you can download, you can use it, you can redistribute it, like पढ़ो use करो. And ये है, ये छोड़ के ये ज्ञान कोश भी आप शायद यूज किए होंगे. दिस इज गुड. ये एक्चुअली इग्नू का जो मटेरियल है वो सारा ज्ञान कोश में ये है. अभी रिसेंटली नेताजी सुभाष ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी दे हैव आल्सो एक्चुअली क्रिएटेड देयर ऐसा डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन का उन लोगों का जो मटेरियल है वो ऑनलाइन में लिखे हैं. तो मेरा भी एक चैप्टर होगा. Recently I have contributed, let me see. तो वो लोग भी they are putting it online. It's there. तो आप वहाँ से भी module wise you can choose and read. इसके छोड़ के आपका है National Institute of Open Schooling. Open Schooling is this is another OER initiative of Ministry of HRD. इसमें एक्चुअली जो डिस्टेंस लर्निंग में आपको स्कूल रिलेटेड दैट इंफॉर्मेशन है. सो ओपन स्कूलिंग वहाँ से क्लासेस यू कैन डू द क्लासेस. The spoken tutorial is, although I thought initially this is maybe English related something maybe there, it's not. Basically this talks about the open source software. ओपन सोर्स सॉफ्टवेयर, लेकिन इसमें ना ऑडियो वीडियो वो सब है, वो लेके ऑडियो वीडियो में इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया हुआ है, सॉफ्टवेयर कैसे क्या करोगे, डाउनलोड करोगे, क्या करोगे, ये सब। इसके बाद स्वयं प्रोभा, स्वयं I have already said most courses are there, so you can take those courses, and these also give you the credit. And स्वयं प्रभा is the DTV channel, like वो DTV channel से आप क्लासेस ले सकते हैं, सैटेलाइट चैनल, एब्सोल्युटली, ठीक है। ये हो गया। इसके बाद शोध का might be knowing repository of thesis and dissertation, so अभी I think 6 लाख से ज़्यादा हो गया है, and at the moment जो like that is maintained by InfluNet. InfluNet director is our madam. I studied at ISI Bangalore. She was our teacher, so she's doing a wonderful job. So Shodhganga में you those researchers must have seen this. And Shodh Gangotri is another. This is basically जो ये रिसर्च करने से पहले आपको चाहिए। Any question? Any question? This is basically if you want to see what are the research in progress, वो देखने के लिए it's short Gangotri you can use. And InfluNet has lot of services. You must log into InfluNet and can see. And recently, this e-Adhyayan, this has come into the picture. जिसमें आपका है e-books. सब actually undergraduate and postgraduate level का सारा books इधर है. And ये freely available है. ये EPD पाठशाला एंड स्वयं से जुड़ के ये बनाया गया है। ये थोड़ा बहुत कुछ जैसे लैंग्वेज का ऐसा कुछ है कि आप कितना बुक्स है यू कैन सी एंड यू कैन गेट डाउनलोड। ये बुक है, ये वाला मैंने खाली लिया है टू फाइंड OER वेयर टू गो। ये आप यहाँ जाके देख सकते हो, क्योंकि हम लोग बहुत सारे टाइम में वीडियो बनाते हैं, ऑडियो बनाते हैं, तो तब बहुत मुश्किल होता है कि कौन सा पिक्चर लूं, कौन सा ना लूं, कौन सा में जाने से प्रॉब्लम होगा। तो तब we can use this, and if you see here for general search you can use this, for photo image search you can use this, for video search you can use this, for audio music search you can use this. So कहाँ जाके क्या सर्च करूँ, that is one thing. इसके बाद I am coming to few other resources like Manat. You might be using Manat. I don't know whether you are. बहुत सारे टेक्स्ट बुक्स खाली एकदम फ्री है. You can go to Manat and then download and it's free. OpenStax, what I have said, वहाँ पर भी बहुत सारी बुक्स है. OER Commons, वहाँ पर lesson plan, assessment, quizzes, all these things are there. Then Open Textbook Library, वहाँ पर बहुत सारा टेक्स्ट बुक है. And ये एक लिंक where what you can see, IIT दिल्ली का ये वाला पेज में आपको इतना सारा रिसोर्सेज है, ओपन रिसोर्सेज. I cannot tell you, बहुत सारा रिसोर्सेज है. You can even visit this one. ये OER Commons का क्या कितना सारा है वो बोलने के लिए, लाइक लर्निंग रिसोर्सेज है 1 lakh समथिंग, ये सब है. एंड कॉमनवेल्थ ऑफ लर्निंग, उसमें भी बहुत सारा रिसोर्सेज है. जैसे यू कैन सी कम्युनिटीज क्या क्या है, ऑथर्स है, कौन सब्जेक्ट में है वो मेंशन है, हायर एजुकेशन बोल के मेंशन है. Then BC Open Textbook, ये भी आप देख सकते हो. This is another site where you get lot of textbooks. OpenStax राइस यूनिवर्सिटी का, इसमें भी बहुत सारा ओपन बुक है. ई कैंपस ऑनरियो है, This one is basically skill job-driven workforce. वो वाला डेवलप करने के लिए this is this. I'm not going to anyways. I'm stopping it here and go to NDLI and DPD Pashala to like I wish to show you. Who will help me? Log in. In between, if you have any question, let me try to answer. Any question? किसी का कोई question है? हाँ, টিকিটটা বন্ধ করে NDLI
কোশ্চেন আছে? আর কোনো কোশ্চেন নেই।
আইদার কিছুই বলতে পারিনি আর না হচ্ছে সব বলে গেছে। কোন দিকটা? First, NDLI, when you see
আরেকবার রিফ্রেশ করে দিচ্ছি চলে আসবে
first NDLI login করলেই you get this one. So প্রথমে you must choose interest area উপর আগে choose করে তারপরে you can log. That's better. Otherwise also পরেও জানা যাবে কিন্তু ওখান থেকেই মানে একদম গাইড করে দিচ্ছে যে কিভাবে you must proceed. আমার এই পিপিটিটাতে লগইনের সব লিংকগুলো দেয়া আছে। এই education, higher education, career development, research, then the newspaper, you can just choose. Now tell me, let me choose one first. What I want? Which one? Career? Fine. Let me choose career development. Okay, now I just want to log in. You just need to create your own login. কিছু না, just নাম ঠিকানা বললেই হয়ে যাবে, কোনো there is no বেশি কিছু দরকার পড়ে না।
रजिस्टर कीजिए अपना ईमेल आईडी एंड पासवर्ड से। आप लोग रजिस्टर कीजिए। मैम का लॉगिन है इसलिए मैम लॉगिन कर रहे हैं। आप लोग रजिस्टर नाउ वहाँ पे क्लिक करके रजिस्टर कीजिए सब।
जीमेल का जी का डबल है।
মানে ওখানে শুধু নাম অ্যাড্রেস
পাসওয়ার্ড
আমার ল্যাপটপ থেকে লগইন করা যাচ্ছে। Open the right one. আমার অটো লগইন করা থাকে, সো অবভিয়াসলি একটা জাস্ট
এখন লগ ইন করা আছে
হ্যাঁ
তাহলে কাজ তাহলে আপনি পাসওয়ার্ডটা চেঞ্জ তাহলে
আমি বহুদিনটা আগে লগইন করেছি, সো লগইন আমার অটো লগইন করা আছে। পাসওয়ার্ড একটু একটু এদিক ওদিক হবে। এনিওয়ে, আমার মোবাইলটা করা ছিল, ওটা দিয়ে হয়ে যাবে। ও আমার এসকে হবে না হলে আমি একবার अच्छा एनपीआई ईपीजी पाठशाला ओपन स्टैक्स खान एकेडमी ओईआर कॉमन्स कॉमनवेल्थ অফ লার্নিং মানে কিছু কিছু আছে এত ভালো রিসোর্সেস আছে একটু এক্সপ্লোর করে দেখলে অফকোর্স কি জ্ঞান কোর্সেস দেয় সর্বগুলো আছে একটা even English speaking that language tutorial that is also there. So এগুলো আমাদের খুব লাগে।
ফোনে চ্যাট করতে
You can see এই যে এখানে এইদিকে কেউ একজন বলল ক্যারিয়ার ডেভেলপমেন্টে টোটাল যেতে, সো আমি ক্যারিয়ার ডেভেলপমেন্টের এখানে যেখানে গেছি এখানে দেখো এই ভিডিওগুলি কোর্সেস যেগুলো সব আছে সেগুলো সমস্ত আগের বছরের প্রশ্নপত্র এখানে সব আছে। হ্যাঁ, ধরো সিএসআই নেট গেল যতক্ষণ তোমরা লগ ইন করো আমি আমার পাসওয়ার্ডটাকে আবার লিখে দিই।
যদি না হয় তো বলবেন, আমারটা লগ ইন করবেন। নাম্বার
সরি পাসওয়ার্ড একই দিচ্ছিলাম কিন্তু নিউমেরিক টাইপ হয়েছে। ক্যারিয়ার ডেভেলপমেন্ট যদি আমরা এখানে দেখি কে কে দেখতে চেয়েছিলেন এটা আমাদের রেকমেন্ডেশন এখানে দেখো এই যে জেই মেন সল্ট ফার্স্ট পেপারস আর দেয়ার দি অ্যাডভান্স নিট সব এগুলো আছে এখানে ডাব্লিউ জেই সবই এগুলো গুরুত্বপূর্ণ সেই ধরো আপনি জেই মেন আছে So এখানে year wise you can see year wise बस এটা তো আমরা কিছু নেই so you can download the question and you can see এবার যদি আমি go back students if you can just you are logging try to log in or you can do it later so this is the site here other exams UGC NET many of you will be giving or like so this you can just see jam is there CSI is there no this question papers you can find it here apart from this you can do customize but otherwise this switch if you click on this switch preference is here you can click here and here you can again choose say if you want to higher education go there and you can see what all resources are there now this is subject wise resources so you can choose a subject to carry on and this one is who are the content providers accordingly you can see so I was talking about EPG Pathshala so even EPG Pathshala you can you can course and all these are also here so next you can choose your subject tell me one subject what I can English okay I choose English here again those who are studying literature they know of this American English this and that so accordingly you can English language teaching let me choose this fine here you can see say listening skills self-learning videos. So you can play and see all these are available here. So even if you are trying to improve your language skills, you can choose this. Apart from this, I got other resources also. You can just see it once. Okay, let me complete this first. Then this is one. Just go back.
Ma'am, do you need any kind of help?
I know I'm not that tall, so but this is my exercise. The thing is open educational resources when we talk about open educational resources. First thing is you need to define your areas of search. What you are going to search and why. For what? Unless and until you fix your goal, you cannot concentrate on where to go and all. There are so many things, but which one will be useful for you and for what you need it. So that you fix first. Accordingly, you search. Other resources which I talked about, that IIT Delhi page, that is also the PPT you have closed it, na? ওটা দেখবেন ওটা একটা লিংক দেয়া আছে ওটা আমি একবার একটু দেখাতে চাইছি ওই লিংকটা will be useful for that. This is you must explore অনেকগুলো জিনিস আমি মানে ওখানে প্রচুর জিনিস আছে ওখানে not only text ভিডিও আছে আমার যে see on the slides, but I have given a link here. IIT Delhi, they have actually listed lot of virtual resources here. So each side you can actually see virtual reference collection, open textbooks. এখানে যদি দাও এরকম মানে সাবজেক্ট ওয়াইজ অলসো ইউ ক্যান চুজ বাট এইগুলো হচ্ছে এই যে আমি একটা ডিসি ক্যাম্পাস বলে অন্য একটা জায়গায় দেখেছি কিন্তু এইখানে পুরো লিংক অলরেডি এখানেই আছে এখান থেকেই চলে যেতে পারবে this is just the link to go to other resources মানে এখান থেকেই গেলে এইখানে অনেক বই পাবে এটা হচ্ছে প্ল্যাটফর্মটা ওকে আমি একটা ধরো এই কি ক্যাম্পাস অন্টারিও এটা আমি মেনশন করেছি আমার কিন্তু এখান থেকে সব লিংকগুলো এখানে লিস্টেড আছে যে কারণে আরো অনেক আছে আমি এই এটা যেমন ইডি টেক্সটবুকস এগুলো ওই টেকনিক্যাল রিলেটেড বইয়ের আছে গ্যালিলিও এটা আরেকটা খুব ভালো হাতি ট্রাস্ট হ্যাঁ এইটা আমার মনে হয় এখানে ক্যাম্পাস এগুলো তো আছে সরি আচ্ছা Oh, it's over smart.
Just like to the
This Mala also. If you are going to Mala, okay, I just click here. You go here. Here you see the collection. See what collections they have. This many learning resources. These are registered users and this and that. And now, how to search? You can either browse the collection from here only. First, you choose the browse the discipline. Say, আমি যদি বলি যে আমি say suppose আমি education দিলাম. And choose education. Right? Even education, and you can see these are the books which are free. You can always use all this. Even not only this, whatever resources I have listed there, from there you can get quiz, you can get assessment, other things as well. So the thing is, you need to, you need to browse, okay. These are all, I talked about DVD Pathshala. This is another one, NCERT e-Pathshala. Another resource. Another, this one is OER Commerce. This is also very good. OER Commons, subject-wise you can see these are the subject and how many resources are there according to those subjects are there. Material types, if you see case study, assessment, activity lab, data set, game, lectures, all these are there. So you must explore. Last one, can you just type here? Just type I have to, this is library science, library science, just give here. So, here plan also, you see, these are all books. You can see this, these are the books. this in which subject how many books are there. Even you can download. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, in NDI you can even see books in Bangla, Hindi, here. Here. So here you choose your subject, say which language you want to see, and then you can say write you can search in English. Maybe it's not taking the keyword, rather it's taking এইখানে যদি আমরা দেখি এটা তো ইংলিশ আমরা টাইপ করলাম ইংলিশ করে এবার আমরা এখান থেকে বলি এটা তো পোয়েট্রি দিয়ে দিল মানে আরেকটা জিনিস আছে I need it in Bangla. Somewhere this is saying language English. I don't want to in English. I want it in Bangla. Don't want to choose anything. I just want you have to then say culture, outline, and then if you see these are the content providers for here you see
Either you can download or create.
So, the thing is, we need to explore. Depending on our requirement, we need to explore. And lots are there. I think I also wish try to explore some of the videos because those are very good videos. Some of that unacademy you are using, fine. That is for science is very good. For other resources also, lot of materials are there which I have listed that is quite exhaustive. Apart from this, if you need any kind of help, I would request you to, you can either mail me, my email address is given there. We do have document delivery service. Not only open educational resources, whatever we have, based on that, ISI provides document delivery service. So you are also welcome to, write to us. We do support this learning and education. And other e-books are all freely download that certain sites like LibGen and all, you must be knowing, right? Teachers knows I know very well, but students they are yet to know that there are lots of them. You get most of the textbooks in LibGen. So, if you have any particular query, I'll take that. Otherwise, I think can close here. Yes, please.
Query that I have a query. According to copyright Act 1957, what is the procedure to provide such kind of books? It has not violated the copyright rights.
That provides. Probably you have missed certain portion of my lecture.
I was in my
He
class.
was in your class. Okay. One thing is, yes, that is what I mentioned in my Creative Commons license, that part. Okay. Today I talked about acknowledging the author. It's not
Publisher.
or publisher, whatever. The thing is, you first need to see what license that particular document has. That's why the Creative Commons license you must see. Sometimes if it says CC 0 means it's free, completely free. CC 0. There in my slide. It's there. Okay. Then CCY is there, one man sign is there. So that means you just need to give the proper credit. Credit means you acknowledge that this in your reference or maybe you do the citation properly. So that's the layer. And other things like if you are copying, you are revising it, then other licenses are there. So there are 4 attributes. You can see that CC license one. Okay, and the thing is, we cannot just copy. If it is not OER, OER is open educational resources are mainly to download, copy, use, reuse.
Or academic purpose.
Yeah, but say suppose you are getting something from Springer or from Ellen Francis or Wiley or Science Direct or any article you are seeing, and if you are researcher somewhere, you are writing an article and you want to give the credit. How do you do that? Either you give the citation properly, or like that is the best option.
With a double important.
That you can do, or like in the reference also you have. So That again depends on the journal. Journal to journal that varies. So someone want the citation, the credit should be given at the end. Someone want the beginning itself. So that again depends. If you have any particular query, like if you are stuck anywhere, you are free to contact me. Any students that you have any query? Did you really like any part of the session? Yes. You are going to use it? Yes. Good. And if you have any query, please write to me. I'll try to answer as much as possible. And I would request all of you to visit our institute, Indian Statistical Institute, which is the Institute of National Importance, and founded by, who? Professor Prashant Chandra Paladhi. Okay, 1931. এটা প্রথমে প্রেসিডেন্সিতে ছিল বেকার্স ল্যাবে, তারপরে এখানে শিফট করা। ঠিক আছে, আমি এই ইনস্টিটিউট থেকে পড়েছি ব্যাঙ্গালোর আইএসআই। এখন আই এম হিয়ার working, so really feel fortunate to be part of ISI, and I wish you all come join us somewhere or other. And if you are in need of any kind of educational kind of help which we can provide, please you are free to contact me. Okay, with this I will end the session. I am really thankful to all of you for patiently listening to me for so long, and all the teachers for joining the session, principal sir, and all those who have helped me, the young people.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that deeply informative and inspiring session. Your words have opened up new dimensions of thought and possibility for all of us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Alright, now we come to the end of today's program. So to formally conclude today's enriching session, I would like to invite Mr. Budhan Mukherjee, sir, to deliver the vote of thanks. So please come up on stage.
Today's program, graced by Dr. Monali Mitra Paladhi from ISI Kolkata, has been really an engaging and interactive session for all of us to know about the topic which was beautifully selected by us, that the role of open educational resources, which is abbreviated as OERs, in shaping the futures of the educators. Ma'am has explicitly presented before us different sources like NDLI, and different sources we have seen, like initiatives taken by IIT Kharagpur, InflipNet Gujarat, and different sources. And we also know that some of us are well acquainted with different archives, Sodh Ganga, Sodh Gangotri, and different areas which have been rendered free for all the researchers and students of different levels. And one of the most striking areas for obtaining different information from EPG Pathshala and Consortium for Educational Resources, which is actually uploaded on different platforms, initiatives taken by UGC. So all these things together, we have been very much fortunate to know all these things at the teacher training institutes, and our future educators who are doing their courses in this institute as a training teacher, they will be highly benefited and convenient with the coming days of digital platforms like Diksha, which is really popularized by national subsidiaries like NCERT, KVSS, Navodaya Vidyalaya system. Okay, all these things are being stressed in the policies made by ADP 2020. And I personally use as a researcher Enlist. So that is not free, but
That's not
yes, exactly. But that has to be free. I mean, that has to be made free if government takes initiatives, because the repository, which is actually on the website, which is also maintained by InfitNet Gujarat, that is just awesome. But it's payable. I'm just doing my research at the University of Calcutta, so it's given free. Okay, so our institute has subscriptions, but the repository, which consists of more than costly texts, ma'am has clearly mentioned that the texts are highly costly, and some of the books which we cannot purchase just for the financial resources, like some texts are as high as 15,000, 17,000, 18,000, most probably science stream. So you can get it purely on this national initiative taken by InfitNet, that is Enlist. So, however, we are changing our reading behavior through digital platforms, and we all know that we use different learning platforms like YouTube and NDLI and like these things, and somehow our learning takes place with the help of these online resources. So, and also one important thing I have shown on the screen, that is intellectual property rights, that is basically taking place just because of the different plagiarism problem in higher educational institutes, that we tend to cite every author without knowing how we have unconsciously copied somebody else, without telling them without giving them their due rights or their acknowledgement, which we tend to miss in our works. So all these things are really important for us, and that most of our teleteachers are going to join schools. There, most probably, the days to come in future, all these digital tools will be highly handy and useful for all of you. So it's better for all of you to know all these resources so that you can get enriched day by day. So once again, for all these things which ma'am has shown us and given us as educational resources on his PPT slides, we have been really enriched and enhanced by ma'am's presentation. So I, on behalf of Vijayapal Memorial Grade College, once again extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to ma'am to grace the occasion and help us understand the different areas for today's learning on digital platform. So once again, ma'am has been really a source of inspiration for our students, and that the institute, ma'am, which is basically just like an institute of national importance, I personally feel that Indian Statistical Institute, which is really a prestigious institute for us to have it in Kolkata, and ma'am has also shared his knowledge of different online areas and also demonstrated how to use them. It is also one sort of hands-on experience for our students. So, taken together, I conclude the program over here, and also once again put your hands together for ma'am's excellent presentation. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us.
Hope to come back again for some other session, and hope to see you at my institute. We are part of this.
Yes.
Any kind of
Resources.
we are part of that.
লাইভ টক
ছবি স্টুডেন্টরা চলে আসুন সামনে দিকে